So today we'll study some sutras, 7, 8 of them, and we'll see some conceptual understanding of concepts of a few things. So Visheshanadi Vivekaha. Understanding the relationship between a noun and its modifier. So yeah, noun and its modifier. Visheshya is the noun, a proper noun, and Visheshana is a modifier. Generally, we say it adjective, but yeah, a modifier. So Matsyatar Prabhu, who did this book, he has used this word modifier instead um, of adjective. So Tatra Krishnadi Shabdah Sanya Visheshadau Niyata Purushottam that within the three genders, the words Krishna and so on are proper nouns and so on, and are always masculine and so on. This is just a basic thing that the words we did like in Sarveshwaranta section or in Vishnujananta section, like Krishna, Radha, Gokula, ityadi, all of them, they lie in some particular gender. They are in some particular gender. Like Krishna is in masculine gender, Gokula, neuter gender, Radha, Lakshmi Linga, feminine. That's all. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Then Sankhyaadi Shabdastu Vachya Linga. But words like numerals and so on share the gender of the substantive. But the numerals like Pancha, Chatur, Tri, Dvi, ityadi, they are Vachyalinga. Vachyalinga means, if you read here, words whose gender is the same as that of the Vachya, of that Visheshya. So the proper noun, that is Visheshya. Or Vachya, they said Vachya also. So the gender of the numerals is according to the gender of the Visheshya. For example, like 20 Vaishnavas. So Vaishnava, Vinshati Vaishnava. Or, sorry, let's say 3 Vaishnavas. So Trayah Vaishnavaha. And let's say 3 Vaishnavi, so it would be Tisraha Vaishnavya, like Gopya, Gopi, Gopya, Gopya. So Vaishnavi, Vaishnavya, Vaishnavya, like that. So, yeah. Then Samanadhikarana, Visheshana Rupa, Visheshyalinga Vishnu Bhakti, Vachanani Bhajante. Samanadhikarana Visheshnas share the Linga, Vishnu Bhakti, and Vachana of the Visheshya. The Visheshnas, the adjectives, they share the Linga, Vishnu Bhakti, and Vachana of the Visheshya. Examples will be given ahead, so it will be clear according to that. Linga means gender, Vishnu Bhakti means, the cases, first case, second case, third case, fourth case, whatever it is. And Vachana means Ekvachana, Dvivachana, Bahuvachana. So, yeah, like that. Like Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. So Kurukshetra is the Visheshya, is the noun. And Dharma Kshetra is adjective, Visheshana. So it also takes the same Vishnu Bhakti, the same gender, and the same Vachana. So, like that. Quite simple, very basic. Jati guna kriya dwara yasya visheshah kathyate tad visheshyah येन तस्य विशेष कथ्यते तद विशेषणम्. The translation is here is not correct in the book. So it means Visheshya is something which is being described by the Visheshana. Visheshya is something which is being described by the Visheshana through Jati, Guna or Kriya. And Visheshana is that which describes the distinguishing feature of the Visheshya. For example, Gopaha Krishna. Here Krishna is the Visheshya. You are understanding Visheshya, right? Visheshya and Visheshana. Like in English also, what do we say? A proper noun and adjective, is it? Do we say like that? Proper noun and adjective?
I'm not able to understand what is Visheshya. Otherwise,
Yeah, Visheshya.
You can give an example.
Yeah, Visheshya. I'm just looking for some English term. Like Gopaha Krishna. Krishna is the Visheshya here. It is, I will say, a proper noun, the main noun. And Gopaha is a modifier, is adjective of Krishna, Visheshana. Visheshya is something that, proper noun, and Visheshana adjective tells something more about that noun. Something more about that noun.
Okay, so adjective. Something more about the noun means adjective.
Yes, something more about about its qualities, its jati and so on. Like Krishna. So Gopaha Krishna, it tells about Krishna's jati. Gopi Radha. Radha is the Visheshya. Gopi is the Visheshana. Kshaumam Vasanam. Vasanam means cloth and Kshaumam is like silken cloth, silk. So what kind of cloth, what jati? So Kshaumam, silken. And then Shyamaha Krishnaha. Bluish Krishna. Bluish Krishna. It tells about Guna, color. Color comes in Guna. Bluish Krishna. Then Gauri Radha, golden Radha. Pitam Vasnam, yellow cloth. Okay. Then Vihari Krishna. Krishna the enjoyer. Viharini Radha. Vihari Gokulam. Like that. Visheshan Visheshana. This is very common in Sanskrit. Vishesha and Visheshana. So, yeah. Like Rama is a good boy. So first of all, Rama is a boy. That's okay. But Rama is a good boy. So now good. We can say boy is also Visheshana in that sentence, English sentence. Now good also acts as an adjective. Tells us more about Rama. So like that. The noble sage, the humble sage. So this that humble, noble acts as Visheshana adjective for sage, which is a Visheshya. Like that. Then Kechit Shabda Visheshanatvapi Swalingam Natijanti. So if you noticed before, the Visheshanas, they follow the gender, Vishnu Bhakti and Vachana of the Visheshya. The adjective follow the gender, the Vachana and Vishnu Bhakti of the noun. But some words, even though they are Visheshanas, they do not give up their own gender. Some of them exceptionals. For example, Pradhanam Krishna. Krishna, the Supreme. So Krishna is Purushottam Linga, masculine, but Pradhanam is neuter, one. So although vachana is same, ek vachana, but the gender is different. Pradhanam. Similarly, pradhanam radha, radha feminine, pradhanam neuter. Although gender are different, but pradhanam is acting as visheshan of radha. Gati Krishna. Gati is feminine, Krishna is masculine. Krishna the destination. Ashrayah Radha again. So some words they are visheshanas. They act as visheshana, but they do not give up their own gender. And we can check this by dictionaries and all. But this is not. This is like exceptional cases, rare cases. Generally, visheshanas they always take up the linga, etc. of the proper noun, vishesha. Then kvachid
So
bahuna.
there are no rules for this exception. We just have to know through practice or through dictionary.
Yeah, through practice only, and yeah, mainly through practice by observing if it comes. This is actually quite rare, this thing.
Okay.
99% it's always visheshana following vishesha in every aspect. Kvachit bahuna visheshanatve api ekatvam. Sometimes a word is used in ekvachana, even though it is the visheshana of something that is in bahuvachana. So sometime there may be a word, a visheshya, which is in bahuvachana, but the visheshana could be in ekvachana. For example, dharme vedah pramanam. Here vedah, the Vedas, it is visheshya, proper noun. And pramanam is acting as the visheshana. So the Vedas are the authority and moral codes. This dharma has got nothing to do with visheshya, visheshana, grammatically speaking. So vishesh Veda is bahutva, bahuvachan, but pramanam is ekvachana. So this is also rare, but can happen. That visheshya in bahuvachana, but the visheshana in ekvachana. Few more examples are given here, like Radha Krishna Gatir Mama, if you can see here. So Gatir is the visheshana of Radha and Krishna, but if you see Gati is 1-1, but Radha Krishna are 1-2, dvivachana, dual case, like that. And the last sutra is of this section, Vingshatyadya Sadaikatve Anavritau. So the numerals from Vingshati onwards, Vingshati means 20 in Sanskrit. So the numerals from Vingshati onwards are always used in ekvachana except when they are multiplied. So in Sanskrit, the numerals from 20 onwards, Vingshati ityadi, they are always used in ekvachana except for when they are multiplied. For example, if we want to say 20 Vaishnavas, so we will say Vingshatir Vaishnava. Like for three Vaishnavas, I said Trayaha Vaishnavaha. That is fine. But if I'm saying 20 Vingshati, then it will be Vingshati, not Vingshatayah, like Harayaha. Because Vingshati is Harivat. Hari Harayaha in Bahuvachana. So we are not making it Vingshatayaha Vaishnavaha. No. The sutra says only in Ekvachana. But when it is multiplied, like it says Dve Vingshati, 220s, which means 2 into 20, 40. Then we will not use Ekvachana. We will go according to the context. So here Dve is Dvivachana, that's why Vingshati is also Dvivachana. Then Tisro Vingshatayah, 3 times 20, multiplication. So tisrah bahuvachana, vingshatayah bahuvachana, 320s, which means 60. Like that. That's all. This small section. So basically, this small section which we did, 7 8 sutras, it talks of mainly Visheshana and Visheshya. Visheshya is a proper noun, and Visheshana is the adjective of that proper noun. So generally, the Visheshana adjective takes on the same linga, same gender, same vachana, and same Vishnu Bhakti as per the Visheshya. Sometimes the Visheshana has its own predefined linga, gender, which it doesn't give up, even if it's an adjective for some word which is of belonging to other gender. Then next point was, sometimes a Visheshya could be, a proper noun could be in Bahuvachana, but the Visheshana could be in Ekvachana. And yeah, mainly these concepts we did. Okay. And now the last section of this chapter is Krishna Nama Prakaranam. This Visheshya and Visheshana concept will actually come in detail also ahead. In Samasa it will come especially. In Karaka also it will come. So it will be elaborately explained there also. Okay, so shall we proceed with the next section? Not the next chapter, next chapter section. The next section is Krishna Nama Prakaranam. In English, we say them pronouns. In Hindi, we say them Sarvanama. And in Jiva Goswami's Harinama Amrita Vyakaranam, he named it Krishna Nama Prakaranam. Krishna Nama Prakaranam. So, section on pronouns and pronominal nouns. What's pronominal? Pronominal. Yeah. So, Sarvadini Krishna Namani. The words Sarva and so on are called Krishna Namas. So, here is the complete list of the Krishna Namas, and they are 41 in number. So, you need to actually memorize them. The Krishna Namas: Sarva, Vishwa, Ubha, Ubhaya. So, these are the pronouns in Sanskrit. So, Sarva, the meaning is also given, the English meaning. Sarva, all, Vishwa, all, Ubha, Ubhaya, Anya, Anyatara, Tatara, Tatama, Yatara, Yatama, Katara, Katama, Ekatara, Ekatama, Itara, Tvat, Tva, Nema, Sama, Sima, Purva, Para, Avara, Dakshina, Uttara, Apara, Adhara, Swa, Antara, Tyad, Tad, Yad, Etad, Idam, Adas, Eka, Dvi, Yushmad, Asmad, Bhavatu, Kim.
Was I am there? Is that the pronoun?
Ayam?
Yeah.
Ayam is formed from idam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, please go through them like the next week. So it also has 3 sections, like divided according to 3 genders. So the very first declension is, and this is in masculine, first of all, masculine gender, Sarva. Sarva means all. So Sarva Yukta Su, same like Krishna word, Sarvaha. Sarvayukta au, Odvai au, Sarvau. Clear? Then we have a sutra for the next one, Sarvayukta Jas. Krishna Nama Krishna to Jasah Shihi. That after a Krishna Nama, that is Krishna. Krishna Nama Krishna means Sarva is also a Krishna Shabda because Aramanta Krishna Sangha, right? This is Krishna's Shabda, but this is Krishna Nama Krishna. This is Krishna Shabda, but in Krishna, but it is also a Krishna Nama. So it is called Krishna Nama Krishna. So after a Krishna Nama, that is a Krishna, Jas is replaced by She. Jas is replaced by She. This Trivikrama E hai. It is not the She which we had in the Brahmalinga. Brahmato Jas Shiso She. Not that one. That had Vamana E, but this has Trivikrama E. So Sarva Yukta Jas, we apply the current sutra, Krishna Nam Krishna to Jasa She, and then Advamidvaye Sarve. Survey. Not the English, survey. Then Sarva Yukta Am Dashabtaradam Shasor Aram Haraha Sarvam Sarvav Sarvan same Sarvena Krishnavat Sarvabhyam Sarvai Krishnavat. Then we have this Sarva Yukta Nge 4.1. So this 226 sutra says Krishna Nam Krishna to Neh Smai. After a Krishna Nam, that is a Krishna. Are you understanding Krishna Nam Krishna? This thing?
That it's Aramanta. That's what they mean, right?
It's a Krishna Shabda, but it is a Krishna Nam Shabda.
Yeah, it's Aramanta. It's Aramanta Krishna Nam. Aramanta Krishna Nam. That's called Krishna
Yes.
Nam Krishna. So after such Krishna Nam Krishna Shabda, 4.1 Nge is replaced by Smai. So Sarva Yukta Nge replaced by Smai. So we get Sarva Smai. Sarva Smai. Then Sarvabhyam Sarvebhyam. Then 5.1 Krishna Nam Krishna to Maseh Smat. After a Krishna Nam, that is a Krishna, Nasi, 5.1 Nasi is replaced by Smat. And thus we get Sarva Smat. Sarvabhyam Sarvebhya Sarvasya Sarvayoh, like Krishnavat. Okay. Then six point three. Sarva Yukta Am. Krishna Nama Krishna Radhabhyam Sudami. That when Am follows, Sut is inserted after a Krishna Nama, that is a Krishna or Radha. Sut is inserted. So thus we insert Sut here. And we get Sarva Yukta Sam. Then we apply that sutra, Krishnasya a Vaishnave Bahutve. If the pratyaya is Bahuvachana and beginning with Vaishnava, so the Aram becomes A Rama. Krishnasya a Vaishnave Bahutve. Thus it becomes Sarve Sam. And then we apply Ishvara Harimitra Kaurama Nebhe Pratyayanta Sasya Sho Shatva Vidhi, and we get Sarve Sham. Aradhananam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param. So Sarvesham. Then 7.1 Krishnam Krishna to Mehismin. After a Krishna Nama, that is a Krishna, Me is replaced by Smin. So we get Sarvasmin. Sarvayoho Sarveshu. Like that. So thus we get this table. So only in like 1.3, 4.1, 5.1, 7.1, and 6.3. These 5 places. there is a change. Otherwise, it is like Krishna Shabda, which we did in masculine gender. Krishna, Krishna, that one. One more thing which Jiva Goswami says is, in 5.1 and in 7.1, there are also two more forms, optional forms. So Sarvasmat, and one could be Sarvatah. Sarvatah. This one, Sarvatah. This will come ahead, but Jiva Goswami is mentioning it here. Sarvatah. And in 7.1, it is Sarvasmin, but it could also be Sarvatra. Both the forms. Like this. Okay. Was it clear?
Yeah, so these.
Yes, Prabhu, this is clear.
Yeah, these. I mean, it's more common in like we see the etad and tasmat and all that.
Yeah, that will come ahead. Those etad, saha, yaha, eshaha, ityadi. That will come ahead. Okay. So please practice for the exam next Saturday. Vishnu Jananta section. Shuddh Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 4, Text 12. Shivaya lokasya bhavaya bhutaye yauttamashloka parayana jana jivanti natmarthamasau parashrayam mumocha nirvidya kutah kalevaram. Again, Shaunak Rishi speaking. Suta Goswami, and he was inquiring about Parikshit Maharaj, the reason why he gave up Raja Lakshmi, which is generally impossible or very difficult to give up, and why he was even ready to give up his life fares. So continuing that, ye jana uttama shloka parayana. Ye jana ये जनाः उत्तम श्लोक परायणाः भगवद्भक्ताः ते लोकस्य भुवनस्य शिवाय सुखाय भवाय समृद्ध्यै भूतये ऐश्वर्याय च जीवन्ति प्राणान् धारयन्ति. वेरी नाइस. न तु आत्मार्थं परोपकाराय सतां हि जीवनं न तु आत्मकृते. असौ राजा परीक्षित निर्विद्य विरज्य वैराग्यम अवलंब्य कुतः कस्मात् कारणात् पराश्रयं परेषाम् आश्रयं कलेवरं देहं विमोच त्यक्तवान्. What is this paresham? Parashram is paresham. Paresham. Sarvesham, paresham. Oh. Okay, paresham ashrayam. Wow, interesting. So Shaunak Rishi is saying, asking that the devotees of the Lord, Bhagavad Bhakta, who are Uttama Shloka Parayana, again, who are devoted to the Lord, who is known as Uttama Shloka, Does it have Vishnu Sarga here? Yeah, it has. So the devotees of the Lord Bhagavad Bhakta, they bear their life heirs. Jivanti, they live, they bear their life heirs, prana andharayanti, for bhuvanasya sukhaya, for the happiness of the planet, of the people, you know. Okay, actually, lokasya shivaya, bhavaya, and bhute, three things. So they live so that there can be happiness throughout the world, so that there can be samriddhi, prosperity all across. And third, there could be Aishwarya, there could be opulence, opulence, bhute, Aishwarya, all across. Natu atmartham, and they do not live for their own self. Natu atma artham. Atmanah arthe tuna. They do not live for their own sake. And then paropakaraya satam hi jivanam natu atmakrite. That the life of the devotees is solely for doing, is for paropakara, is for upakara, is doing favor towards others, and not for one's own sake. Do the live. Asau Raja. Then, so first of all, Shaunak Rishi, he spoke this concept, which is very true. Then he is asking, then now, having said this king, Parikshit Maharaj, Vairagyam avalambya, virajya, nirvidya, having accepted the renounced order or renounced mood, Vairagyam avalambya, having renounced everything and sitting here, what is the reason that he gave up his body, deham, tyaktvan, the body which was the shelter of Paresham, which was the shelter of others, which was the shelter of other living entities? Because he spoke here that a devotee of the Lord, he lives for others. His prana, his body, his senses, everything is for others, so that the others become happy, they become blissful. So same Parikshit Maharaj, who is also a devotee of the Lord, how could he, or what was the reason for him to give up that body, which was refuge, shelter of many other living entities? So this is a question. Okay. Spashtam asti? Clear?
Yes, that's also why the Rishi got angry at his son, because he shouldn't have cursed him, because he was the shelter of so many living entities.
Tat sarvam nah samachakshva prashto yadiha kinchana manye tvam vishaye vacham snatam anyatra chandasat. Snatam. Iha asmin vishaye tvam yat kinchana prashtah जिज्ञासितः असि तत् सर्वं नः अस्मभ्यं समाचक्ष्व कथय। यस्मात् छान्दसात् वैदिकात् अन्यत्र वेदं विना अन्यस्मिन् शास्त्रे यावत् वाचां विषये गिरां गोचरे अर्थे त्वां भवन्तं स्नातं पालनतं मन्ये। गिरां गोचरे अर्थे, oh, snatam. Was it snatam? Snanam. Snatam. Okay. So Shaunak Rishi is saying to Suta Goswami that iha asmin vishaya, in this regard, whatever I have asked you, tvam yat kinchana prishta jigyatsita hasi, whatever have been asked from you, tat sarvam naha asmabhyam samachakshva kathaya. Please narrate, please tell all of that to us, whatever have been asked from you. Yasmat, now let's suppose Suta Goswami, he may question, why are you asking me? Then Shaunak Rishi is saying, Yasmat, because this is 1/4. That Chandasat Vaidikat Anyatra Vedamina Anyasmin Shastre iti yavat Vacham Vishay Giram Gochare Arthe Tvam Snatan Manne. Because because I believe, Shaunak Rishi is saying, Manne, I believe that you are expert, Parangata, Bhavantam Parangatam, you are expert, expert in what? You are expert in Giram Gochare. You are expert in understanding, basically you are expert in the meanings, Giram Gochare. You are expert in knowing the meanings of the words of the Shastras, except for few parts of the Vedas. Ityartha, this is the meaning. This is interesting that he's saying Chandasat Anyatra, that except for few. Even Prabhupada says, we know that you're expert in the meaning of all subjects except some portion of the Vedas. So actually now if you say me that Prabhu, you know grammar, but you don't know logic, Nyaya. So it may sound ridiculous, little rude, but that's fact. I've not studied Nyaya, so that's okay if someone says to me. Similarly, it may sound a little rude that Shaunak Rishi is saying that you don't know some parts of the Vedas. But we know from Shastras that not everyone was taught everything. There were shakhas, branches of the knowledge of the Vedas, and a particular branch was given to a particular candidate. So that's fine if Shaunak Rishi says like this. Right?
So it seems that it says Anyasmin Shastra. It seems some other Shastras besides Vedas.
See, Vaidikat Vedamina. Actually, Vedam also means Jnana. So Veda also means Jnana. But because we can't say he doesn't know Veda at all. So Vaidikad Jnanamina, that some particular knowledge, aspect of knowledge of the Vedas, he didn't know. And Anyasmin Shastra, elsewhere, he was well versed. Like that. Vedamina.
Now this Samachakshva, which is tell, like tell us.
Right.
Is there so Samachaksha is something like tell? Is there some etymology to it, or?
Yeah, this is a verb actually, and this is one particular tense. So, yeah.
Well, the tense looks like an imperative, but I'm just asking about the Samachaks. Is there like a upasarga or something?
Yeah,
involved,
some is a upasarga here. So this is Sama Chaksha, so Sama Chashte, and then it's Yeah, so some purvak a purvak, some purvak a chash dhatu, like that.
I
Samadhi.
see. So the sama is saying that it's to tell fully,
Yes.
that it's fully
Yeah.
is why it says
Yeah.
sama. But
To narrate completely, fully. Um, okay. Suta uvacha. द्वापरे समानुप्राप्ते तृतीये युगपर्यये जातः पराशरान् योगी वासव्यां कलया हरिः। तृतीये युगपर्यये युग परिवर्तने द्वापरे समानुप्राप्ते समुपस्थिते सति हरेः कलया विष्णोरंशेन पराशरात् पराशरमुनेः वासव्याम् उपरि चर वसोः वीर्यात् जातायां सत्यवत्याम्. I think Vasavi is the name of Satyavati. Yeah, the mother of Vyasa. So it's Satyavati. So Uparichara Vasoho Vidyat Jatayam Satyavatayam Yogi Paramajnani Vyasa Jata Samappanna. So it says that Tritiya Yuga Paryaye, that when like after Treta Dwapar Yuga came, Tritiya Yuga Paryaye, after the change of Yuga, when there was Dwapar Yuga, Dwapare Samanuprapte, Samupasthite Sati. When Dwapara arrived, then Paramajnani Vyasa Jatah. Vyasadev, the most intelligent Vyasadev, he was born in Satyavati, who is also known as Vasavi, because Satyavati herself was born from the semen, the virya of a Vasu named Uparichara. So Vyasadev was born in Satyavati by or from Parashara. Yeah, by Parashara. And he, Vyasadev, was Vishnu Rangshina. He was the Anksha, the part, Anksha is the plenary portion of Lord Hari. Yeah. Ityartha, this is the meaning. Okay. Sakadachit Sarasvatya Upasprushya Jalam Shuchihi Vivikta Ek Asina Udite Ravimandale. Saha refers to Vyasa. Saha Vyasah Kadachit Ekada Ravimandale Surye Udite Sati Sarasvatyah Nadyah Jalam Upasprushya Jale Snanadikam Kritva Shuchihi Pavitraha San Vivikte चित्तैकाग्र साधन योग्ये देशे निर्जने बदरी काश्रमे इति यावत् एकः एकाकी आसीन उपविष्टा. This is actually upavishto babuva, not upavishta. So he
oops, sorry.
he Vyasadev, once upon a time, Vyasadev, when the sun rose, Surya Udate Sati, having taken his bath and so on in Saraswati river, Saraswatyaha Jalam Upasprishya, he became purified, Shuchihi, Pavitraha san, and then he sat alone, Asina, Upavishta, Ekaki, alone, in a secluded place, Vivikte. And Vivikte is glossed as, is referring to Badrika Ashram, because Badrika Ashram was the place, it was a secluded place, Nirjane, Deshe, which was very favorable for, focusing one's mind, Chitta Ekagra Sadhana, Yoga. Iti artha, this is the meaning. Okay. Anything here? Okay, so we should stop here. And yeah, next Saturday we'll conduct an exam. Vishnu Jananta section. So yeah, please go through and go through that section. Yeah. Okay, we'll end here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Dhanyavad
Hare
Pranam.
Ram.
Hare Krishna.